And we are live. Welcome everyone. This is your host Abraham L. Jaguar. I will do a sound check in a few moments. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find a link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. A moment please, while I check the sound. Sounds good. Today we are continuing the White Album visual novel. Let me adjust it to full screen. It always changes the size for some reason. There is a particular step in the guide that wasn't presented when we went through this route, so I hope it doesn't sabotage the Yayoi route. Although there have been some instances before in that guide that they told us, oh, there's going to be this event, and it didn't happen, or this choice, and we still went through the other Yayoi events. So there's a bit of hope there. Yuki and this girl are pretty boring. This guy is the worst. The most boring events happen with Akira. So we're going to visit the lolly. The lolly it is. I kind of want to go out today. I head downtown. Oh, it's Mana. Hey, Mana. Oh, Fuji, what's going on? Entertainment? Aha. Did you know this? Apparently Rina Ogata is really into hang gliding. I've become somewhat of a groupie lately. Wow. She actually seems surprised. She's shocked that I seem so well versed on a topic I shouldn't know anything about. Not like I can explain how I know. I'm a little suspicious as to how you came about this little trinket of knowledge. There she goes again, acting like she's more informed than she is. It's not that weird. I heard it. From Rina herself. It's exactly what I can't say. From a trustworthy source, who is also a friend. That doesn't sound convincing in the slightest. It's exactly what someone would say when they are full of crap. Come to think of it, Rina did mention something about enjoying hang gliding. Of course Mana would know that, as expected from a member of Rina's fandom. We never obtained that information that she was a fan of Rina. But yeah, I think hang gliding suits her personality surprisingly well. It's kind of fashionable, almost, or maybe more like stylish. They both sound great. I'm not exactly one to ask about word choices. I wouldn't mind maybe giving Sky Sports a shot. There you go, copying your idols like usual. I don't see a problem with it. Oops, she heard me. Come on, how can you not think hang gliding is cool? Well, it does look cool, but it's a bit risky, right? Well, Anna's so small, she'd just get blown out into space. Or get tangled up in a tree like something out of a comic book. What do you think, Fuji? She startled me. For a minute, I thought she was pissed again. Scared by the lolly. No, she definitely is. I should go sometime. Would I do it? No, it looks pretty cool. That is a certainty. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I'm not sure how good I'd be at it, but I'd be willing to give it a shot at least. I see. I definitely want to go sometime. I love to go flying together. Whoa, now we're going together? Yeah, haha. Oh. Goodbye together? I didn't mean with you, of course. Oh, the tsundere, she's She's revealing her true thoughts. But definitely with someone else who's not you. Yeah, I get it. I chuckle while doing my best to placate her. Still though, a part of me thinks it will be pretty fun to go hang gliding with Mana. I don't know. But what now? How many times do I have to say nothing? Walking side by side, we continue our aimless chatter. First, save the game. Until the 16th. Oh, the choices are terrible. We have Akira, we have the bastard over here, we have Yuki. What is there, like an exclamation mark? I'm working at Echoes today. I head over to the cafe. Hey boss, good morning. I have a feeling today's gonna be pretty slow. I hate this design for this character. The boss in the anime, he looks so cool. Like a very classy guy. Like very prim and proper, and that serious look to him. He's also more handsome. But this one looks so old, so scruffy, so... I don't know what they were thinking. And he never talks. And that little smile of his... there's something very annoying about this entire image. It tosses me a look of agreement. So it'd probably be bad if the owner himself said something like that. He seems amused, at least, I think. What, because he said... Ah, pretty slow today, okay. Today really is pretty slow. There's not much I can do if no one wants to stop by. The boss, swaying slightly in his chair in time to the blues rock song playing in the cafe. Blues rock? I didn't know that subgenre existed, blues rock. Seems to be asleep. The reason why this boss has this cafe that almost nobody visits sometimes is because he's rich, he's very wealthy. They don't tell you much about his past, but it looks like he was in the business, in the record business, music producing and all of that. He either was or he is, and he doesn't tell anyone about it. It's about that time to close up shop. Though it's so dead right now, we might as well already be closed. Just as the thought crosses my mind. Welcome. Oh, Toya. Yuki, did you just finish up? Yeah. Well, less finished than more like I'm done for now. Sounds exhausted. I'm just taking a break. After this, I gotta get back to the studio for a lesson. You still have more work to do. I glance up at the clock on the wall. The shorthand is already closing in on midnight. Yes, like I said, I've never gotten into Yuki. She's just so plain, so boring, so... no chemistry, no nothing. She just stands there, agrees with almost everything. Every now and then she shows like a very slight annoyance, very slight, like, oh, stop doing that, or stop teasing me, and then that's it. She has that voice that's very annoying. I wouldn't have chosen her. Like one of my viewers and friends said, Drelka, the Yuki, she's a blank slate. She's vanilla. She's vanilla, rather. He said she's vanilla. So she's indeed a white album, a blank album. The main heroine should have been Rina Ogata, in my opinion. It wouldn't work out. That is, I understand why they did this. That they used Yuki as a contrast to more experienced and spicy Rina, but I still can't understand why someone would go for Yuki. If you work any later, you won't have time to go home and sleep. Yeah, I'll probably end up spending the night there. Oh no, with Eiji? Oh? She lets out a tired chuckle. But there aren't any beds or anything at the station. Oh no, I didn't mean at the station. I'll probably sleep at Ogata's. Ah. Oh, before she can finish, that's where Eiji is. Welcome. Are you guys still open? Yayoi. Yep, we are. Come on in. I guess I should have assumed they came together. Sorry for barging in. She sits down next to Yuki. What were you just saying about the station? Don't worry, I didn't mention anything about where I am or what my schedule is. I can't necessarily say I'm happy about this, but good. Then Yayoi turns to me. You know that Yuki's performing in the musical festival, right? So far, the visual novel is incredibly inferior to the anime. I can see, and the manga is the worst. Of all of them, I think the manga is the worst. But I can see why so many people played this visual novel and either bashed it or ignored it in favor of White Album 2. Because there are so many blank spaces. Again, another reference. This is truly a blank White Album of a visual novel. We are interacting a lot with Yayoi. We have slept with Yayoi. And these are the most of the interactions you have with her. Suddenly she comes in, says something, and she goes away. Or she doesn't interact at all. She doesn't talk, she doesn't speak. In the anime, the romance between Yayoi and the main character is exquisitely expressed. Sometimes Yayoi goes to Echoes, looking for Toya. Sometimes Yayoi, when they in the anime, they add that drama that Toya's father has a heart condition. He almost dies and goes to the hospital, and Toya is at the hospital, and Yayoi is dealing with a stalker problem. And even though she's saying that she doesn't care about Toya and she's not emotionally attached to Toya, she goes to the hospital under the excuse that, oh, Mr. Fuji, did you call for me? You know, because they are having like that, those flings, those one-night stands. Just because she was feeling terrified of the stalker, she wanted Toya to protect her as a man. So there are so many moments, and they miss all of them. Yeah. I glance over at the boss. He's pretending he can't hear us. The mark of a true professional, able to forget things whenever he wants. Which is why, starting at the beginning of this month, it'll be hard to track Yuki down, as she'll be traveling between Ogata's studio, various TV stations every day. Yeah, and I was just thinking so many ways in which they could have modified these Yayoi interactions with Yayoi. Starting this month, isn't it a bit early? Yeah, and we'll somehow be getting more TV work done in between all that. There is the anime where they are, let's say, interacting physically, right? Because we don't want to trigger the YouTube algorithm. They are interacting physically, right? And Yayoi is hugging Toya, and Toya mentions Yuki's name, and you can see Yayoi's hands tensing when he mentions Yuki, as if she would like Toya to instead shower her with that appreciation that he usually gives only to Yuki. Yeah, and we'll somehow be getting some TV work done in between all that. Though I'm not entirely on board with that. Yayoi. So I'd appreciate your understanding that you won't have any personal time with Yuki over the next few weeks. I can't believe you said that, Yayoi. She's frantically pulling on Yayoi's arm. That's all I can say. Huh? That's all I can say to him. I'm not allowed to disclose anything further. She smiles softly at Yuki. What? I get it. She's making it clear what the boundaries are in front of Yuki to keep her from inadvertently talking about things she shouldn't in mixed company. I guess she's worried Yuki might accidentally tell me her schedule or where Eiji's studio is, prompting me to drop by unannounced. I never go that far, but still, I understand why she's considering it in the realm of possibility. But does it really have to be this way? I'm sorry, Toya. I understand, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm sorry. She brightens up a little. I return her smile with one of my own, though I'm still a little worried. Even if Yayoi and Rina are with her, that doesn't change the fact that she'll be spending a lot of time in Eiji's studio moving forward. I know I'm overthinking this, but I can't deny the seed of suspicion and anxiety that's been planted in my mind. Suspicion towards Yuki? No, I prefer to think of it as being towards Eiji. What's wrong? Huh? You've just been staring at me. It's nothing. Besides, there's nothing wrong with me looking at you, right? No, but it's a little embarrassing. It's not like that. Now Yayoi is looking at us. Though she doesn't really seem to care. I'm guessing that some people go through the Yuki route because they think it is the right thing to do. Looking at it from a social engineering standpoint, it looks like the right thing. They became a couple when they were going out, when they left high school, and now they need to stick to it, right? But they should have broken up a long time ago, in my opinion. Are you tired, Toya? Oh, because if there wasn't any an issue or problem, Toya wouldn't be kissing and sleeping around with the other heroines. They need to break up. Don't push yourself too hard. I won't be able to take care of you if you end up getting sick. And I guess it's these little sweet moments that appeal to some of the players that go through this visual novel. Because Yuki, like I said, she looks caring and nice and all that, but where's the spice? Humans, they are made of, whether you want to ignore it, whether you want to accept it, we're composed of light and dark. We need both light and dark in a person. When there is a lack of balance, that's when relationships simply do not work. You need someone to match your own dark and your own light. Equal terms. And Yuki is pushing the light part too. Don't worry about me. Still, I realize I will have to be a little more careful than usual. If anything happens to me, Yuki will definitely worry, which could affect her work. The last thing I want to do is make her more stressed or interfere with her job. Who do you think is tougher, me or you? We're both pretty strong. I guess you'll be okay then. If you're okay, then I'm okay. Finally blesses me with a relieved laugh. Good. If you're okay, then I'm okay. Yuki and Yayoi grab a light and a quick meal. And before long, they are already getting ready to go. Keep working hard, Toya. I will, you too. I glance over at Yayoi, who's walking away. I'm sorry for what Yayoi said earlier. It can be a little harsh, but she's right. In the anime, when Yayoi walks away, her eyes linger on the main character. That affection is expressed in a subtle way. And here, you only have the description of Yayoi walks away. I said it's fine. Seriously, don't worry about it. I know, but suddenly lowers her voice. I'm sure I can probably sneak away at around this time of night for some food, and then we can talk. Really? I lower my voice to match her conspiratorial tone. I'm sure Yayoi will find out what we're up to right away, but I'm still on board. This sneaking around is honestly kind of exciting. If I'm not busy, I'll be here, though I can't promise I always will be. That's fine. I'll just be happy to see you at all. Okay then, see you around. Okay, sure, good luck. You too. We say our goodbyes normally and she leaves the cafe. Should I be happy or sad about this situation? I honestly have no idea, but I do know that there's no way I can abandon Yuki when she's working so hard all by herself. Now it's the 7th. Double check just in case. Until the 16th. Okay. Today is the last day of winter break. Now where should I go? Ah, we can talk to Yayoi. Finally, some Yayoi interaction. Finally. I'm working at Echoes today. I head over to the cafe. Welcome. Oh, it's Yayoi. Doesn't look like Yuki's with her. So, may I sit at the bar? Sure, go ahead. Thank you. He quietly takes a seat at the bar. The two of us fall into a comfortable silence. Even though we have slept with her, no romance. But hobbies. Are you into dressing up, Yayoi? I have no interest in that. Oh yeah? I figured. I think a more mature, sophisticated style would look good on you, though. I wouldn't be able to wear that to work. You could wear it on your days off. Though I'm not actually sure she has days off. I'm not interested. If you'll excuse me. And she's gone. Thursday 8. School starts today now. Where should I go? Talk to Rina. I'm working at Echoes today. I head over to the cafe. Welcome. Hey there. Oh, Rina, make yourself at home. It's always nice when she drops in. I want to chat for a bit before she goes. Let's talk about literature. By the way, how are your studies going, Rina? Do you have time to attend classes? Yuki's missing half of her classes due to her current workload. If she gets any busier, she'll end up having to temporarily drop out. I'm curious how Rina handles it, considering she's far busier than Yuki. I don't go to school. Once again, she delivers a curt response. Do you mean you're taking a leave of absence? Well, I did when I started high school. But my current education is done completely through correspondence classes. Well, that's much better. Homeschooling is the best, especially if the parent teaches the child his or her profession. You have a huge advantage over everyone else. If you're an actor, actress, painter, engineer, whatever, teach your own child that, and that child will be above everyone else in that field. It's such a huge advantage to have that knowledge and experience right at home. Although I can't really call it complete, since I don't have much time to study. I'm not formally enrolled in any institution. You're not in school at all? I can't believe she basically just dropped out of the education system. Not only is this a horrible example for Yuki, but I feel kind of bad for her. My brothers homeschooled me since I can remember. He's the only one in our family who managed to get a university degree. Oh yeah? That white-haired, still single 28-year-old. That's a surprise. What's so surprising that... yeah, because he looks a bit undisciplined, right? Yeah, it's unfair, right? That he's the only one with a degree? Well, I'm not really sure if the situation is a matter of fairness. I do everything he tells me, and all that ever means for me every day is working and practicing. He's the one who told me to drop out of high school because it would hold back my career, but that is true. That is true. That's also why he refused to send me to university. And in the case of Rina, her situation is very solid. Her own brother is the one running things. That's definitely one way of growing up. I can't really complain. Since I get to do, since I get to do something I love, most of the time it doesn't seem like work. It's truly amazing. Though I never would have imagined Eiji was that pushy of a guy. I'm sure it's hard for Yuki right now, trying to balance work and school. But she seems to know all kinds of things that are a complete mystery to me. So we have plenty to share with each other. Hehe. A lot of lies. She tells you so many lies about everything. They present to you, oh YouTube, this is science fiction, YouTube, this is not true. They present to you history as if it is real. They're actually feeding you a fantasy. They present to you the worst possible ways of doing mathematics. Things about biology, physics, chemistry. They keep you so below the ones that are doing their own research. That's the difference between being successful and being barely making it through the day. I guess so. That awkward smile on her face almost makes her look like a prisoner of sorts. D9. I have a tutoring session with Mana today. We are saving the game. And this is going to be it for today when it comes to White Album. Let me save again paranoically because I really want my progress not to be lost. In about 3 hours more or less I will be streaming Triangle Strategy. Thank you for watching this live stream, and thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host Abraham L. Jaguar, and remember, level up in game and level up in life. Once again, thank you and see you later.